This is a theme song.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Don't expect anything.
Well, fuck! We're here, we're queer, and we're ready to jeer.
Oh,
Yeah,
see?
look that up.
Why were you refusing the call? That was
I don't
great.
know. I don't know what jeer means. It just sounded like it fit.
Oh, like if we were all jeering, let's say someone we all collectively didn't like was here, and we were like,
Oh, perfect.
we were like, boo! I don't like the way you do things. Boo hiss, and that'd be like jeering them.
Oh, that
like,
works very well
Yeah.
for our guest. Oh wait, first let's introduce ourselves.
Yeah, come on.
'Cause that's
We're
the
the
thing we
premier pros.
Yeah, on my right, I have Huw Davies.
Oh, that's me. My name is what he said. So listen to him. He's the host this time. So it's a good
On
shake-up.
my front, I've got Josh Grunick. That's me.
You're on your front.
Yeah, I'm on my front.
He's lying on his front, and the microphone's on the floor. I'm yelling down at it. It's a very strange setup.
Yeah, it's really weird. There's a lot of swings.
Yeah.
And together, us two alone.
I have to speak every
Yeah.
time my swing comes to like the apex, and then
He's coming away.
and then I move away.
He's
and
coming
then,
back. He's coming away.
It's a very quick swing.
Yeah, and together we make Don't Expect Anything.
Yeah, there's no one else.
That's it. That's
part of
everyone.
this two-man crew.
The whole gang.
Do you remember Two Live Crew?
No, I don't remember them because I've never heard of them.
Touche, my good man, touche. A fine jape. All right, so
who's this guy?
yeah, well, obviously, well,
Who's
we
this
know
guy?
who he
He's just
is.
sitting
We
here.
know who he is because we booked him. We have this huge
I'm never
desk
there at
diary.
the booking party.
Yeah, well, we got to talk to you about that actually, but. We have a big diary. We book guests. We call them. They call us. We actually looking for a receptionist. So email us your resumes. But
Must be good with diaries.
yeah, exactly, and pens. I don't like to jump on their spot. Is that an expression? I don't like to steal their thunder by giving the old
Can't
intro.
steal thunder. Thunder's you can't grab it.
You don't know me.
Yeah, dude.
So-
we live together. Cool,
You don't know
yeah.
my thunder opinions. Anyway, so I would just
Go
I'd
on.
like to let them introduce themselves because
All
it's
right,
like
all
a
right.
cool, it's like a good first impression,
Fair
you know.
They're quite good at holding their tongue.
Yeah.
I'll give them that.
Well, I don't know when to talk. I was just waiting for you guys to look at me. I guess this is it.
You really gotta. It's a fast-paced work environment. You really gotta jam your sentence in there before someone else jumps
Stick
on top
it
of
in.
it.
Look,
Shove it down.
I'm no stranger to a fast-paced work environment. I myself work in a fast-paced work environment myself.
Well,
Well-
okay, real quick. Wait. There's a lot of questions I have, but
Yes.
just before we do, what is your name?
My name?
Your name.
My name. What is my name?
What is your name?
An odd question, but
sir?
I'll play along.
Okay. not usually the first question someone will ask, but that's okay.
My name's Lennox St. Vermillion. How
Lennox.
do you do?
Lennox.
Lennox St. Vermillion.
Saint Vermillion.
Spelled how it sounds.
Yep.
Okay, I'm already theorizing what his job is, but I want to ask him just to see if I can
Vermillion.
confirm.
Now,
Fast-paced-
you booked me personally, and you don't know my job?
No, see, this is the thing. Like, I like to come along for the ride with my listeners. You know.
Oh, I like that. That man
Yeah.
would make an interesting podcast I would like to listen to, probably.
Well, you can. This
Thank
is-
you for having me on. Who's this man?
You weren't listening to the. He's the host.
He's the host,
The
Josh.
host.
Yeah.
He's got a very host quality about him. I like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Very welcoming, very homely.
He's got it. It's a okay in my book.
So you're in
Well,
a
thank
fast-paced work
Thank you,
environment. What is that? What is that? What is your official title?
Well, do you want me to give? Do you want to try and guess as I go along? I like this game you've got.
Well, when
I
you
always
said-
like playing games. I gotta be
All right,
honest.
clue us in. First clue.
No, well, the first clue is his
I mean-
name. When he said Lennox St. Vermillion, the obvious
Yeah.
first thought was porn.
Oh,
No.
I was thinking he has like a million vanilla pods.
What's a
Wait,
vanilla
why does he
pod?
have a million vanilla pods? Because
Sounds
it
like
is
a
Vermillion.
Vermillion.
So you were going for a phonetic thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because everyone's name is
what
just
they
because of their
are.
job. Yeah,
So
yeah,
if
yeah.
I can guess what both you guys do, what's
Yeah.
your full names?
Joshua Grunick.
Joshua Grunick. Oh,
What does he do for a living?
What does he do? Well, I guess he's like a Santa, a mole Santa, a Saint Nick, if you will. Is that what you do? If it rhymes with your
Sure,
name?
Grunick. I can sort of.
I can see myself like becoming that
Can
over
you?
time. Yeah, I'll just keep going really downhill. And I'll
Is
get
downhill, you'll say. I think that's good, bringing joy to the boys and girls.
He likes to bring joy to the boys.
Does he? That's great. And
Just
you,
these
your
guys.
name, young man?
Well,
Oh.
My name is Huw Davies.
Hugh Davies.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I should say what you do. That's
Well, I said I took a rather lewd guess at yours, so do you want to...
well, a porn star, you know. People gotta make a living, I guess. I don't judge anyone.
Wait, so you're saying... Oh, you're saying you support it, but you're not one yourself.
I'm not a porn star.
Okay, but what
as
am I?
A matter of
Yeah,
fact. What are
that's
you?
Wait, what would I do?
Hugh
if I-
Davies?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You said you had one you didn't want
Are
to say.
you from the Navy? You're a
Sure,
Navy
yeah.
seaman?
Well, isn't that you deciding that I'm in the Navy?
Well, I think so.
Okay, so... Because
I
Davies
guess
and
you are.
Navies, like...
Welcome aboard. Just my
Thank you.
little joke.
Thank you, Captain.
No, you're right. But I do work around and kind of on water.
around and on water.
Okay.
Well, maybe on water is. I guess it is on water. That is pretty
So
accurate.
you work out in sea?
I work out everywhere, mate. Look at my gun.
Are you a personal trainer for
No,
sea
I'm
life?
not. I'm just very fit because my job keeps me in.
Oh, are you a
Oh.
pearl diver?
What
Like you go into clams and you get pearls?
You dive into the clams.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, you get pearls.
I've never
pearl
heard of
divers.
that.
Clam
Where do you think
dive.
pearls come from?
As if they're not.
Oh.
Lennox?
So we got a pearl diver
Yeah.
and a clam diver.
Yeah.
And,
Is this
Are you
more
either
porn-
of those?
Is this more porn I'm not aware of? I
No,
don't watch it
no, yeah,
myself.
very funny. Clam diver. Good stuff.
Well, I don't know what you... I'm
Can
just-
we
Sorry, yes.
can we get a clue? Josh was asking for a clue.
Well, you've seen this little movie called Armageddon?
No. I haven't seen
Have
a
you
movie
seen the
called
movie
Armageddon.
Armageddon?
Is that the one where the override's been overridden?
Yes.
Is that one?
Yes, that's
Now,
the
I
one.
believe that is a crucial line of dialogue
Okay,
in
yeah.
that movie, yes.
I just read that on the fridge. So
Oh, without context, that makes little to no sense
yeah,
to me.
yeah.
Have
It's
you
not
seen Josh? Have you
Yes,
seen-
it's based on an oil rig.
that bingo! That's a bingo.
Oh, you work on an oil rig.
I'm in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
So
I work on an oil
What's
rig.
your role in the oil rigging?
Well, I make sure the machinery is up to date. I'm kind of a mechanic type. Make
Mechanic
sure everything's greased correctly. Make sure it's all
Well,
running. good.
surely it's all
Are you the
grease
oil rig oiler?
Well, why'd you say that? It's a crucial job to the oil rig.
Because there's literally oil everywhere.
Well, if there's
being
oil
pumped
there,
through.
it's going to be everywhere. We're going to make it clean and tidy, but just greasy enough, and that's where I
What?
come in.
What is the
Lennox
optimal?
St. Vermillion, professional greaser on an oil rig.
What's the
Professional
optimal grease
greaser.
level?
Oh, optimal grease level. Well, have you seen the movie Grease?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Well, you wouldn't like our oil rig then.
Because you're watching it
It's
24/7.
24/7. I
There's
love it. It's out,
TVs
of my,
on every corner.
it's out of my room every night. But that hair, that's perfect amount.
Every employee has to wear a smart watch that's showing the movie at all times.
No, this is just a personal favorite
You
movie
can't
of
use it, it's
mine.
so greasy.
Yeah,
It's a regular
You
oil
can't
rig.
stop it.
It is hard. I can't press the button once I do my hair in the morning. I can't press any mobile screen
Do you
device.
use the same grease for the hair as you do for the pipes?
Oh
or
yeah, just
whatever?
when it's going up the pipe,
The
you stick your
cooking.
hand in the pipe and then you just put it in your hair. It looks really swell.
Nice.
But
I
you-
noticed you do have a lot of hair. Is that? But it's like sort of weirdly slicked down.
Well,
Like
yeah, it's years of oil just getting soaked into it, and I spend a lot of time out on the Atlantic Ocean. I don't really go to the mainland much. This is kind of a treat for me, but I don't much shower that much often.
I was gonna say, like, are the looks and appearance and I guess smell and hygiene are they important on the oil rig?
Well, no, it's kind of a small community. You get to know each other.
yeah, by definition. I guess.
And
By design,
we're
also.
working hard every day. So if you got a little stench around you, no one's gonna judge, really.
But you still want-
Myself, I don't like to judge too many people. I want to make sure everyone's respected and feeling tip-top shape.
So how many people would you say are slick with the oil rig and hair?
Oh, just us greases.
The grease.
Is there like a pecking order?
Oh,
The
Catherine and Davey, they're greases with me. We work as a team getting grease. We're kind of the main greasers.
You work as a team getting grease.
Wait, but
Yeah,
aren't the
yeah.
greasers also from from fucking what's that with Ponyboy?
What?
The Outsiders?
I've only seen the movie Grease, so I don't really know.
And Armageddon.
Oh wait, there was Grease too.
No, Davey told me about that one.
Okay.
He's just like, there's a movie about oil riggers you should see. I'll give it a watch one time, and once again, I cannot get my DVD out of the DVD player because it's so greasy. So I'll just watch Grease.
How do you eat? Like, how do you do anything?
With my hands.
Okay.
You know.
What
So
do you eat out there? What can you get?
Yeah.
Oh,
a lot
I
of
actually
fish.
love food, and there's a fair few fish, but we get some good stuff, boated in every once in a while.
Boated in.
So,
Wait, so
What's
Where
that
are
other
you
word?
at?
What's that other word for boated in?
sailed, I guess.
Shipped?
Sailed in.
Yeah.
where are you from originally?
Oh, me, I'm from the south of America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't you
Those-
tell?
Is that
Yeah,
localized
the
to any area, or is it
Well,
just?
just all around? I was born in the back of a hay cart, and
Wait, in what year?
oh, 40, 50 odd years ago. I don't like to give my age to everyone.
50 odd years ago.
No, I'm about 40. Let's be fair.
Okay.
This isn't going anywhere. No one's gonna hear this, so it's fine.
So you were born in like
Oh.
79.
Yeah, about that. Your guess is as good as mine. I don't really have many documentation. I was born in the back of a hay cart, and my mother, well, she down passed away in back in that hay
Oh,
cart
I'm sorry to hear
as
that.
At
I
the same
plopped
time,
out of her
probably.
pussy. So
Yeah, I think you might have.
yeah.
Yeah.
we're just driven to a hospital.
But wait, so how'd you kill her? You could have just been. You should have been slick
How
with
did
the.
I
How you
kill
should have been
her?
slick with the grease. You should have slid out like a.
Well, I was yet to be greasy, and that haunted me for the rest of my days, and I
Oh.
vowed to
That
be
makes
as greasy
sense.
as possible, so I would never hurt another
should
person.
have been like a hot dog down a hallway, just straight through.
It would have been beautiful.
Or
to
like
be
down a
like.
bowling lane.
Yes, I wish I was a bowling ball. My mother's R.I.P. by the way, Mackinac Canal would be a bowling alley,
Yeah.
and I would just
And the
scoot
pins
on
were
down.
life.
The pins were actually the other, the Mexican immigrants that were coming in, and I kind of hit them on the way out.
Did they
Well, I
hate
wish
that?
I did, but they just kind of stood by as my mother. She bled from her pussy until she died. Yeah. But hey, I'm not here to talk about that. I don't know. It got really
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah.
Have you guys had parents who have died before?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Well, it's a thing of it's something. I don't want it on everyone. I don't wish it to anyone. I hope that doesn't happen. But I'm not actually here to talk
kind of
about that.
inevitability, isn't it?
Thank you for having me on. I was here to talk about my poetry, which I love to do.
Yeah, well, we knew
You have a
that.
lot
We
of
had
free
you down.
time
We had you
already,
down in the
yeah.
book.
A lot of free time. When the working day comes to an end, when my shift is done, I like to write some poetry. Now keep in mind, I'm not fantastic at
Not
it.
a wordsmith. Yeah.
Look, I've just started to dabble, but
You know Walt Whitman. That's fine.
well, I don't know who that is.
Okay.
But if it's a good poet, I'm glad of the comparison, sir.
Oh,
No,
even if
thank you for it.
okay, yeah, just being in the same sentence is probably yeah.
Yes, and as a poet, sentences very important to me. Very important.
Well, and what do you call a collection of sentences when you put them in a poem?
Wow, you've stumped me there, fella.
It's very technical. Like I don't expect
I
you.
don't
to...
know the specifics of the English language. That sounds very technical.
That's perfect for a poet.
Well, that's true. I like to break the boundaries of what I'm doing with my words.
Break those boundaries. So would you like to? Is there a go-to that you like
Well,
to read?
I did bring a few along.
Yeah.
These
great.
these sort of these are they're not based on anything real. They're just things when I'm sitting on the oil
High on
rig.
grease
Let's
fumes.
let the poetry speak for itself.
Yeah, it will. It's beautiful. My first time. Please don't. Actually, I'd like to hear some comments and
It's
stuff.
a
But
constructive criticism.
This is great. I did.
I
like
am putting my soul on the line for you
putting my soul.
fellas, so I would appreciate the.
Are they
feedback.
titled?
This one is called "Dinner on the Oil Rig I Work On."
Well put, sir.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
I feel like brevity isn't going to be part of this poetry.
You might be right. Funny how that happens. The sun sets low in the sky this day, and my legs askew as they lay. The chill on the air seeps in my window. I need to eat something made out of dough.
Yeah.
I rush to the dine hall. Swish, swish go my feet.
Because they're oily.
Yeah.
The crew left behind me, as I am so fleet. I'm faster than anyone, now that is for sure. I'll get to eat first, the crew will be sore.
Was that it?
No,
Oh, thank God, I wanted more.
I get the best Danish.
This fucking... Oh my God.
I get the best Danish. Bagel and toast. I'll save the donut for later. I like it the most. All this good food. I swallow and chew. I eat so much, by golly, I pretty much spew. Out of my mouth, I started to spray.
Oh no, he's actually doing it. I thought it was a metaphor. I thought it was a metaphor.
I know, and I said, we'll avoid this harsh spray. I was then made to go to the medical bay, and I heard Dr. Kapokian surely say, your cravings, they cause you to get so much fatter. The doctor said my old bones will surely shatter.
They're full of batter or something.
I said, screw you, doc, as I leapt at his throat.
Oh, shit.
His eyes did they widen, as their life I did smoke.
Did you kill him?
As their life at its smoke.
I chopped and I plundered his tender meat sack, until finally all of him fell through the crack. The ocean below greedily swallowed the bits, forever washed away in her inky abyss. And that is dinner on the oil rig I work on.
Okay, is that based on a true story?
No, as I said before, and that's why I wanted. These are not based on anything real. The oil rig is a great place to work. I love it. I'm a kind man. I love my fellow human and women. And I say I did not hurt Dr. Kapokian
Kablogian?
or anyone else.
Dr. Kablogian?
No, Dr. Kapokian.
Kaborkian.
Kaporkian. He is the
Kaporkian.
best oil rig doctor.
Oh, so his name's real.
Well, yes, he's based on a real man that does work on the oil rig.
Come on, man.
Does work
Is
on
there
the
a
oil
number I
rig.
can call for this rig just to see if this story checks out? Or
Well, yeah, of course you can.
What's the number?
I don't have it on me. I like to separate my work and my vacation time, and this is surely my vacation time as I am on dry land. But what about you? Did you like the poem?
Oh, it was touching.
I like, yeah. Look, I liked the, yeah. It was.
Are you
It
guys
was
fan?
it took a turn that I wasn't expecting, but that's-
Turn?
Yeah,
It
into like
captures
different.
a moment in my life.
In my what? In my what?
In my mind as I work on the oil rig.
So you're thinking about murdering a doctor?
Never have I thought
Lennox?
about murdering someone. Stephen King writes books about all sorts of strange happenings. He doesn't do them. He doesn't do them at all. I just thought it would be fun to add a little spice to it. It's not something that happens or did happen.
Okay.
What did you
Maybe-
think?
Or
of the
will
rhymes?
happen.
Maybe we should
right?
hear another.
Well, I do have a few more if you'd like. I got
just
another
to
one.
see if
But
there's any themes going on.
Yeah. See if
I
there's
don't-
consistencies across this.
look, I gotta be honest. I don't know if there is going to be any of that. I kind of vary my poems based on what I'm seeing and doing that very day.
Oh, great.
This is gonna be some.
So-
I can't picture him
Of course
sitting with
he's-
his legs over the edge of the walkway, just sitting there writing his book.
That
down.
is
Maybe
pretty
with a
much
sunset. Nice.
The exact scene. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's this one gonna be?
Okay. I will start my second poem right now.
Okay, that's good to know.
Lennox St. Vermillion.
Thank
Yep.
you.
I'm mourning adrift.
Oh, wait. This one's
I
called.
wish you could see.
Oh.
Excuse me, I'm saying up.
Oh, sorry.
The sun comes shining down for you and for me. Light stretches its tendrils across the swaying ocean. A herd of dolphins causing a commotion.
Yeah, nice.
They leap through the waves, playful and wise. A moment of beauty etched into my eyes. The gulls above squawk the all-rig awake. Sorry, my accent makes me say things differently. Please don't judge me. A lot of the guys make fun of me, and I'm a bit defensive
Is this
about
part of the
that.
poem?
No, that was an aside. I'm very nervous talking to you fine gentlemen,
Oh,
and
okay.
this is a part of my soul I'm bearing, and
Burying.
are you guys liking stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
no,
That's great.
I was like, you should just correct yourself and keep going.
Okay, sorry.
Don't falter.
If I do it again, I will just plow straight ahead.
Yeah, nice.
Let me get my lips a bit wet.
The grease.
No, the grease doesn't go in my mouth a lot, just a bit. Anyway, the gulls above squawk the all rig awake. Time to pump the ocean lots of money is at stake. We get to work, turning wheel and pulling lever. We do more stuff too. We are very clever. What was that? You didn't like that one?
You're
No,
very
that was-
clever.
Yeah. What?
Oh, clever!
Jesus Christ! Sorry, we're lagging behind there, bud.
Sorry about that. I thought that was pretty self-explanatory. That one actually hurts. I'm not a fan of you guys not liking that.
I was thinking.
I'm sorry. I'll do better next time.
Knives.
Well, you did talk about like murdering a man, so I thought maybe a cleaver was.
No, I didn't do that. It was just part of the.
No,
poem.
I mean in the poem you spoke of that.
Sure.
so-
Oh, clever.
Yeah, so I thought there was going to be another turn into.
It's the first draft. I will go back and correct that. I thank you for your kind words and looking out for my best interests. I really appreciate that.
You know, lever rhymes with clever.
Well, that's.
It's also the same
It's a
word.
reality check.
Don't feel much cleaver anymore.
Can't spell clever without leather.
That was staring me right in the face.
That's okay. We all
Yeah.
make mistakes.
That's what we're here
My
for.
confidence is shot, but I will continue because I think
people
my
need
words
to.
will pick back up again. It's a little blimp in the road, and I don't expect that to happen
I
again.
believe in you.
Alongside my mates, Catherine and Davy, we make the machines go. Don't say that we're lazy. Greg said that once. Questioned my character. So I hacked out his heart with my sharp scimitar. I sliced out his throat with a flick of my wrist. Blood began to flow as my blade I did twist. He clawed at my arms, to very little avail. I shoved it in deeper. All he let out was a quiet wail. The light in his eyes fell silently away. His bloated, deformed corpse, with the waves it did sway. I set about starting the usual butchery, when out of the corner of my eye, my two friends I did see. Standing in horror at the scene lay before, Greg's mutilated body lay bare on the floor. Oh fate, what poor timing did you have to provide? There's no way Catherine and Davy can safely hide. I stalk the metal halls of this wicked machine, and the moonlight gives my blade a nice silver sheen. I see them at the phone, trying to call the police. Bit hard to do that when you're very deceased.
Oh, God.
They die.
Levels of deceit.
They die in glory while the crew soundly sleep. Their widows in their homes will most certainly weep. And I called that In the Morning I Saw Dolphins. That's my... I'm very...
Well, Lennox,
Dolphins are beautiful.
the delivery is flawless, I have to say.
Yeah, what did you think of that one? That one's a kind of esoteric poem I wrote just sitting on a day after work. I really like that. There were dolphins in the water. That part was true. And not, the rest of it wasn't.
So you didn't get up from seeing the dolphins and nothing else transpired that day outside from a normal day's work?
Normal
or?
day's work. We greased some pipes. A few questions were asked about some missing people, but that was kind of irrelevant.
How are your friends now? How are
they're-
Catherine and Davies?
They're good. I haven't seen them in a while, to be fair, but they did go home to their families, and I did go on vacation shortly after that. So it's been... we've lost communication a little bit.
I worry for them.
Yeah.
I deeply worry for them.
Yeah, because I just know
I
that
wouldn't.
everyone puts a little bit of themselves and their experiences in their writing. I
Yes.
feel like this is really...
Well, I do sit and look at dolphins,
He's going to keep pushing this line, isn't he?
and I do like to work, and I do like my friends, but that's about the only similarities I have with that story, which is not true.
So your friends went missing and you decided to go on vacation, not help look for them? What's the go there?
Well, no, it was not in my best interest to stay behind, just because I had plans that I could not get out of back on the mainland, and I didn't want to miss that.
You could have told us you couldn't make it. That if it was for something that...
Well, you booked me, and I like to hold up my previous engagements. I like to make them, and you guys seem like swell gentlemen, so I thought I'd come along to this here podcast.
Yeah, we should probably...
Yeah, good call.
No, just
Excuse me, what did you just say, sir?
just play it cool, because he's...
Play cool what?
Because if we don't play it cool, he's going to write a scathing poem about us, and it'll really hurt.
Well, I don't... My poems are meant to hurt, or they're meant to show the beauty in the world and reflect my inner thoughts and feelings. But not bad ones, just, they'll try a twist on the regular rhyming formula. That is a poem. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does it really? You guys seem very what's wrong?
Yeah. No. It's cool, man. It's
me,
very
Lennox
cool.
St. Vermillion.
Yeah. We know you are.
Grease
It's cool.
on an
It's cool. It's
Ulrich.
cool. No,
Amateur poem.
Yeah.
I
Just
know
a
you
cool
guys.
guy,
You
just a
guys are
relaxed
very
guy.
starstruck by me because I write great poems.
That's what it is. I'm a little trembly.
I know. I can see that. You're like a Jacob Tremblay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've only seen one movie. I don't know who that is.
You brought some of your tools with you.
Well, yeah. Do you want to see some grease?
You care to explain? Yeah.
Well, this one's a tub of grease I got.
What do you use that for?
Well, greasing things, making doors.
Come on, dude.
They don't want to
Making
creak.
doors.
They don't creak, making the doors silent. I didn't finish. Sorry, I got lost in your eyes. They are quite striking.
Shucks.
It's not good.
Well, excuse me?
That's not hood.
That's not hood.
Yeah, that's an expression we use here. You haven't been on the mainland.
In the
I've
hood,
been
yeah,
on the
so-
mainland for quite a while. I have not known the newer lingo. I have some lingo of my own.
Oh yeah, what's the
oil
rig?
What do you give us some examples of things you might say throughout the day?
Well,
Tell us the oil rig.
there's the
I want to know.
shifty whippet.
Shifty whippet.
Shifty.
Well,
What is a shifty whippet?
Well, a shifty whippet is when well, it is for the greasers specifically. I don't know about the rest of
yeah.
the
All three of you.
all three of us. Me,
I
Catherine,
think all
baby.
one.
There's three of us. Catherine
Well, you
and
said
baby.
that they were gone.
Well, they are gone on break, I guess, for the holiday. They just left a little early. I missed them. Must have missed them. They must have been very excited. Maybe they have an affair or something. I'm not sure. They kind of left in a hurry. That's what I heard, by the way. Anyway,
Shifty whippet.
the shifty whippet is when you try to get the grease, right? And when the oil rig has to move up and down, the wires sometimes have to go through these little things. They're called churners. That's what we call them anyway. I don't know.
Churners
They're
or
like
churners?
big wheels with like teeth on them that grab the trains.
A cog?
Like a cog or a
Oh,
gear?
that's what
or...
a cog is? Oh, shit. That's crazy. I thought a cog was what you put under a drink when you're at the bar.
That's a coaster.
Oh, coaster. I thought that was the thing at the theme parks where you go in and you go, woo, and you got thriving around.
That's a rolly coaster. So.
Rolly?
Yeah, rolly coaster.
Rolly, I haven't heard that name
I
for.
like rolly.
So do I. That sounds much more fun than just coaster. I like
Yeah.
that. Anyway, where was that?
Talking about what a shifty whippet was.
Oh, the shifty whippet is when we get one of those and it's inside a metal casing,
Yeah.
but we want to grease the what was that word you used?
The cog.
Cog, okay. I'll say cog
The
then.
gear.
It's a big $5 word. So.
Sure it is. It's well, it's about $1.75 for each word. Anyway, so what we do is we shift the shifty whippet as we put the metal aside. We shift it, and then I get two fingers, like I'm pleasuring a woman, if you know what or man, I don't judge, and I grease that cog with my fingers. Just as I shift
That sounds
the metal.
dangerous.
Well, it is. It's a very tough job. Greasing is not for everyone, I'm afraid to say.
I guess that's why they call it a shifty whippet, because it's like not something you're supposed to do. Maybe it's like a corner you cut, like it makes the thing go quick. You don't have to shut anything down. And like...
Yes, it's just as it's going, we kind of shift the metal aside and put our fingers in.
All right.
Sorry to be cross
So
about it,
shifty
but that's
whippet.
how we talk about it.
What's another
Yeah,
piece of
that's
oil
all.
rig lingo?
Another piece of oil rig lingo is one that I use pretty much every day.
Oh, okay.
It's called a crab'em.
A
Crab'em.
A crab'em. And now this is best...
Crab'em.
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 K-R-A-B apostrophe E-M.
Crab'em.
Silent G. Silent G.
Crab.
Silent G.
Silent.
No,
Silent.
no.
Do not say it, but when you are riding it, because look, when we're on the oil rig, the oilers, the pumpers, now they're the guys who work with the ups and downsies. I'm not technical enough to deal with that. I just
Yeah,
grease.
up and down's two directions.
But they
so-
have another term called crab'em, and they had it first. To be fair, they're the jocks of the oil rig, if you will. So they have that one, and we wanted to use our term crab'em, but we couldn't have the same word in the definitive office dictionary. So we added a silent G just to make sure we could still use crab'em, but in a greaser term.
Differentiate, yeah.
Just making sure.
But also not differentiate because you use it mostly verbally.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a written.
And we don't really write stuff. Crab'em is never
Well,
really
you do.
written.
You're a poet.
And I write stuff privately. I haven't shared these with my crewmates yet.
So what does it mean?
You should share this. Well, you are sharing it with the. You know, this goes out to like hundreds of thousands of listeners.
I doubt that very much, sir. I saw your email inbox, and there was not much in there.
How did you see it?
No,
How did you see
I
our
did
inbox?
not. I did not hack into anything. Just to make sure this was a safe space. And you guys wouldn't be missed if anything were to happen.
What? What do you mean by that?
Well, just like if someone was to go on a holiday and then you wouldn't release episodes or something, I would make sure that no one would mourn it too much.
Oh, that would be horrible. What do you mean by holiday? Like,
Well, a place to like, I don't know, somewhere with snow and it's next to a bigger place, but, if you go there, everyone's nice and, I don't know. I'm just throwing out stuff. I got another poem. I got one more poem.
oh,
if
you
guys
do?
like to hear
I
that.
thought you were out of poem. Yeah, hook us up.
Yeah.
Well, I only bought a few. This was my last poem I brought today. I just want to make sure that, the people here, it's not a foundation. I know you guys need, like, a few more listeners, so I thought people who are fans of my poems will come and flock to your tiny, insignificant podcast, and they'll get a big inrush of listeners. How's that sound?
Thank you.
Thanks.
Nah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I love your guys' work. I've been listening since day one, and I'm just a fan.
Ah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I think more people need to listen to it. Anyway, let me say my last poem, guys. This one's called "Whales Are Beautiful."
Whales are beautiful.
Whales are beautiful, and I stand by that every day
Is
of the
that
week.
WHALES or WAILS?
WHA. I don't understand how else could it be spelled,
WAILS.
and that means
Like a scream or a just checking for the
a
first.
scream is spelled CREAM.
That's cream.
Cream. Oh, screams with that little snake one.
Yeah.
Oh, Wales,
S.
the location.
Oh, S.
No, like a just don't worry. Like just read the poem. Just read the poem. Read the poem.
$5 words.
Yeah, sorry.
Now that one would actually be $1 a word, but we'll get into that later.
You mean $1 a letter? And no, it wouldn't be.
All right, agree to disagree. The clouds up above, white on a blue sky. My heart swells with love. I think I might cry. Planet Earth is sublime. A world well worth saving.
I like the alliteration there.
Hurting it is a crime, I think, while shaving. The day has begun. The crew stirs awake. Breakfast is a bun and a thick, juicy steak.
Okay, I guess you need protein for greasing.
Have a hot coffee and a chat with Clay. Unwrap a caramel toffee and then begin the workday.
Is that a Werther's?
Werther's original caramel candy.
Yeah!
You guys fans?
My dude.
Oh, you guys are in your 40s too?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well
you don't look a day over 30. Anyway, let me go.
Thank you.
The work is harder when there are two less. My boss, I regard her, talking to someone in police dress. They look concerned and begin walking around. I need to leave, and so I turned my back to them without any sound.
Oh, that was interesting.
Greasy time.
Yes, I'm very quiet because of the grease in my shoes.
He doesn't walk, he just slides.
Just leans
Yes.
forward a bit.
It's grudgy.
Yes. Have you read my childhood hero Michael Jackson? He used to do the moonwalk.
Oh no.
Have you heard the news?
Have you heard the
What
bad
news?
news?
I've only been on.
He's only seen one movie.
I've only been on the mainland for a few hours. I came straight here. I've not been able to check up on the news, but I'm sure I will at some point.
Yeah, just look it up
Yeah.
after this.
Yeah, I haven't really had time. I've been going from point A to B without having access to the internet.
That's fine.
I find I write a lot more poems that way. It just gives my mind time to think. Anyway, I'll continue.
Please.
I quickly hid in a closet in the hallway. They soon did walk by it, so their blood sprayed. Out into the hall, their organs gushed. Out they did fall, in quite a big rush. I had one by the neck, the other her arm, and in that one sec, I did them great harm. I tore them both from eye to asshole.
Oh, jeez.
No time to be moping. This mess is quite droll. They're pleading for help. The crunch of their ribs. One last small yelp as I decapitated their limbs.
Wait.
Which
cut
means
the
I
heads off
took
them.
their hands off. Yeah. You go. Allegedly. I know. I smeared their
I'm
blood.
scared for my life.
I smeared their blood all over my face. It is time to flood death through this place. With no escape from this large oil rig, this metal landscape, a stage for my deathly jig. From room to room, their bodies all fell, a stainless steel tomb for no soul to tell. The gore was fantastic, a murderous delight, wrapped in strong plastic. Oh, what a sight. Bodies without heads, some had no feet, others only half dead. Their end won't be fleet.
He likes that one.
They'll hang up there for days with no hope of rescue. I'll set a small blaze. Maybe they'll barbecue.
Setting a blaze on an oil rig sounds.
I get on the boat.
Oh,
Away I do sail. I laugh in my throat. Oh, look, a blue whale.
oh my god!
That's pretty cool. And that is, whales are beautiful.
I feel like the whale really snuck the whale across the plate there.
It
a real
was-
last minute.
Well, there was a giant light behind me for no particular reason. It just, I think the sun had come up for quickly and then disappeared again. But in that light, I did see a beautiful whale.
Well, the clouds. There's the clouds in the way.
And it was divine, I must say. Any thoughts?
No, none at all.
None at all?
No.
I thought it was great.
You liked it?
Didn't put a word wrong.
Have you done much poetry?
Yes, I did a writing degree.
You did a write. Can you please show me some poetry? I'd love to hear some.
I didn't write poetry.
Please, I've shared my soul with you. I'd love for you to share your poetry with me.
I
Please.
don't write poetry.
Please do it.
I write.
Please do it. I would love to hear it.
I write
Here,
short
here.
form
I would
non-fiction.
love to hear it. Short form, non-form fiction?
Do short form
Short
non-fiction
form
poetry
non-fiction.
ad lib.
Well, sorry, I thought you were a poet. Please, regale me with some short fiction.
I don't have. It's non-fiction. I don't
Short
have
non-fiction.
I
Please
don't have-
regale
I don't
me
have
with
it.
some. Regale me with some now, or I will be forced to do something I do not want to do.
I don't have it on me. What am I supposed to do?
some?
Please, just whatever comes to your wicked, wicked soul, I would love to hear it.
I went to the shop the other day.
This sounds very much like something that has happened, and I thought fiction was not real.
Fiction is not real. I'm saying non-fiction is what I write, which means it happened.
What? Please
Right.
continue.
Yes.
You're making me very mad, and I would love to
I
hear
write
a story.
true things that happened.
Okay, that's very interesting. Please continue. I do not, by the way. I write fictional poems, but please
Yeah,
continue.
I went to the store and I got milk and bread.
And did anything fun happen at the store?
No,
No, nothing interesting that might make a story good.
it's just a.
I'm getting pretty bored of this story, I gotta be. Do you have any stories, Josh?
Nothing positive.
Nothing
It's
positive.
been a rough
Come on,
day.
Josh, come on, tell him a story. It's on you now.
Just
Isn't
any
it?
story.
Isn't
Well,
it?
do you write non-fiction stories or fictional stories?
He writes musicals.
Musical. I would love to hear a beautiful musical.
You're
verse.
gonna kill us. We're gonna...
No, I did my thing. I did my thing. It's on you now.
Please don't be modest. I would love to hear a little, just a stanza, if you will. A George
That's the word I was
Costanza.
trying to get you out of.
I've
here
never
for.
seen TV or movies.
Oh shit.
Just things I pick up on the R rig. If you want Grease quote, I can quote you Grease, but that's about it.
Oh no, go for it.
No, I would love to hear. Speaking of
Let's use your
musicals, I would love to hear Josh's personal stanza from his favorite musical. Please go.
It's our favorite.
I'll give you a beat if you like. Is that too fast? Oh, I like that. Oh, that's good.
All my musicals are porn. They're like live porn on stage.
Live porn on stage.
Gonna fuck.
Live porn on stage. I've seen this one. I know all the words. Live porn on stage. where
Ding
I
dong.
say-
Pizza's here. Also my dick. Oh
it's
shit,
a
dude.
big sausage. That's what I like.
I feel like he's taking over.
I just know the words. I'm a huge fan. Continue.
I love it. You're very gleeful.
It's a great musical.
Pepperoni, mushroom, cheese on the side.
Extra sausage,
The broken word. What's that thing? What?
Slam
Spoken
poetry.
word.
The slam poetry break is my favorite part. Please say that for me. I love that. I didn't want to interrupt. I'm just so giddy.
The lights come down. There's one spotlight on the center stage.
Yeah.
Character face to audience. Go.
And I love how, and I just love how when the spotlight is down and the rest of the stage is dark, that is when you mop the come up. I love that. Please continue. You're in the spotlight. I've seen it a million times. Well, 2, but you know.
It's mostly dancing.
Sure.
And,
and you say
miming.
you say a few words, which I really love. It just kind of summarizes the whole play. If you could just deliver that, I'd love that.
Just a few words.
It's so beautiful. You say it so succinctly, yet so sublimely. I just love to hear
that. My favorite line.
Yeah, the one in the spotlight. Look, you're crying. I know you're so happy with this. Please, just share it with the world. If you haven't seen it, it's a real treat.
My favorite line
Yes.
is
From the Cum musical.
from the Cum musical.
From the Cum musical.
It is just simply, I'm so full, I'm dripping.
It's delivered as beautifully as that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And I, Lennox St. Vermillion, amateur poet, person who works on an oil rig, can endorse this musical. And that's why I'm here, to endorse Josh's poem musical. Thanks for having me. I am a voice people trust, and you should see the beautiful Cum musical that Joshua Gurney puts on.
Can I ask some quick parting questions?
Sure, I really gotta go.
Just give me yes or no answers.
Sure, make this quick.
So
I'll
is your name-
give you 7.
Is your name Lennox St. Vermillion?
That is my legal name, yes.
You're from the South of America.
South of America. Not South America, South of America.
You work on an oil rig?
I do currently
You enjoy your work?
on an oil rig.
You write poetry?
I love my work. I write amateur poetry.
Did
Please
you murder
don't-
your friends?
Guilty! Guilty! Hesitated,
No,
guilty!
I was just starstruck. I was starstruck by my friend.
Guilty!
You really caught me off guard. I might have to get. I gotta kill you! I gotta kill you! I gotta get you!
What's the opposite of oil?
I gotta get you! I'm so slippery. You can't get me.
What do you?
You can't get me.
Detergent?
Grab him, Josh. Grab him.
Oh, he's got me so fucking strong working on an oil
You
rig.
slid down him.
You are very weak, and I push him aside and I run away.
So-
Okay,
Goodbye,
well, get out
boys.
of there.
Oh, he just slid away like a penguin.
Yeah,
He's
good
stuck.
lord.
He's always
Are you okay? I didn't catch you with that knife, did he?
I think no. I don't know. There was a slippery knife.
He kind of just, yeah.
Well,
It's when it went sliding out, he just slapped you with his little greasy hands.
Well, I don't think
You got a
we're
few
gonna
grease marks
ever
on you.
clean up that grease. It's
Yeah,
like
where he
permanent
sat is
grease.
just a big black mark.
It's like a frictionless surface.
He was like a big dark. He was just a big black mark on this podcast, I think, and it's just a dark spot we'll never recover from.
Where's Jeremy?
Boy, do I have a story for him.
Oh, I hope he didn't get
dude.
killed by that greasy.
No.
Well,
No, that's why we booked him, because Jeremy's safe and sound somewhere else. Although, well, no, there were no poems about him, so it's probably fine.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He wasn't involved.
That's good.
Unless he was that whale. It's just like a savage roast. He'll hear that, man. I'll be gone. It's cool.
It's
It's
alright,
cool.
you can get out.
I'll hire a guest. I'll bring a guest in for. Yeah. It'll be cool. He won't be able to punch me. Anyway, that was this week's podcast. Hope you enjoyed that man's poetry as much as we did.
Yeah.
Luckily, you have the luxury of not having to be in the room with him when he's reading it. Like
Yeah, you don't
the
have to
way
look at him.
he's not, because he's got this all memorized. He's just staring you right
And
in
he
the
has
eyes,
the
like
scariest,
just
piercing
1,000-yard stare. Like, oh man,
Looks
there's
like
some.
he's seen some shit.
Oh, there's some dark shit going on behind that gaze. But he's gone. We will not have him back.
Yeah, I don't want him back.
Yeah, unless he gets famous or something, we can make money off him. But
No, I wouldn't risk my life.
I feel
meet
like
that
he's
man
gonna be
one more
under
time.
indictment soon. So thanks for listening, Josh. You're the host. You want to take this one out? You want to give us a little, or do you want to tell me to take it out because you're the host?
No, just a simple see ya, fuckers.
Okay, that'll do.
Guys, another episode in the
Sorry, go.
books, you disgusting creature.
In the hopper.
In
Is
the
that where
hopper.
it goes to be ground into wheat, or is that
Yes.
something else?
Yeah. All I know about hoppers is from Minecraft.
How do they work?
You put stuff in and they separate it out into different chests.
And then you make bread. You know
Yeah.
what else makes bread? It's podcast.
Buco Dolores.
Yeah,
Make so
raking
much
in the
money.
big bucks from all that YouTube subscription money, the Facebook ad rev, the fucking Instagram promotion. What do they call them? Instagram
Models?
influencer.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
I'm down with the cool hip stuff.
And we're on SoundCloud. Just search for Don't Expect Anything Podcast.
At DEA podcast.
At DA Podcast
Little
for our
handle.
social media. Oh, they're pouring some tea there.
Pouring a hot
That's
cup
a
of this
hot
podcast.
hottie.
And if they want to email us, Josh, where would they email us?
Don't expect anything podcast at gmail.com.
Well, he nailed that. He nailed that one. That
Could
was
have been a
ground.
little louder, but he got
I'll
right.
have to boost that audio, I think. Yeah, we're also we like to hear from you. Just like hit us up. We like it. Give us topics you want to
Tell us what's up.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
going
Tell us a
on in
story.
your life?
Tell us a funny thing that happened to you. Tell us anything. Really.
Yeah, we just we need more content from us.
Just
Even if
give
the
us
email
something.
just says
Just give us
hello.
something, man.
Yeah, Hugh really needs an email.
Yeah, I keep checking them. I keep incremental sadness. It's downwards. It's downwards.
It's fun for us, but not fun for him.
Yeah.
Bye.